Hello, welcome back to you, yourself, and welcome back, my friend. Today, I'm going to be talking about Bloons TD6 on PC, what the difference is. And the short answer is performance and mods. I've been playing Bloons TD6 ever since it came out, on and off, but I've never really gotten into it as deep as I have with Bloons TD5 on my tablet here. That was when before Bloons TD6 came out. And I don't know, something about it just didn't fully click with me, but recently it has, and that is me starting to play it on PC with mods, because I have it on PC for a while. I got it for free with Epic Games, and I played it on and off, but now I've really got into it, and the difference is mods. So let me explain, but first, what are the other benefits of playing on PC compared to the tablet or the phone? And not talking about mods. It's the performance. When you go into really high rounds, like level 100 and above, it runs much smoother on PC than it does on phones. It's going to lag much more on phones, which means it's going to take longer time to get through the rounds because it's going to be running so much slower. And to be fair, the PC version doesn't run great. I've heard that it's not really optimized for multi-cores on a CPU. It's only, or multi-threaded. It's only kind of designed around a single core, so it's only going to be using the single core on your CPU, when most CPUs nowadays are designed around having multiple cores all doing things together and sharing the load equally across loads or across cores. Whereas now with this game, it was made in 2017 for PC, which at that time it wasn't super common for a game to still be kind of designed around a single core, so it only uses kind of one core of your CPU, so a lot of your CPU is not being used. So that is unfortunate, but it's still a lot better than playing on phone. So hopefully Bloons TD7, when that game comes out, that game is more multi-threaded and runs much better. Now, are they going to make a Bloons TD7? I would assume so, but it's been almost 10 years since they made Bloons TD6, and I don't think we have any word on what Bloons TD7 is, what that's going to look like. We've seen nothing. So maybe Bloons TD6 is Ninja Kiwi's version of what GTA 5 was for Rockstar Games, where it did so well for them, so financially successful, that they just felt like they didn't need to make another game. They could just keep riding off the success of their current game. So yeah, we've had Bloons TD6 for a long time, so people have put in the time to make it better if we're going to be stuck with it. And another benefit of playing it on PC is small cursor, because when you're on a mobile device, especially a phone, and you're trying to place a tower down, your fat finger is going to be blocking some of the area, like where you want to see, where you want to place exactly. If you're trying to squeeze a monkey in between other monkeys, and you know there's like one pixel where you got to line up to make it fit perfectly, but it's kind of hard because when your fat finger's in the way, you can't see it. The cursor size is much smaller on a much bigger screen, so you don't really have that problem of your finger blocking the display. And so let's get into the mods. Now, the mods that I've been using, I would not classify them as cheating, really. I mean, technically they are cheating, but not really, because all they do is they save me time and they make the game more convenient to play. For example, the first mod I have is Time Machine. Means I can go back to any previous round I've played on that map. So if I mess up and I put a tower in the wrong place, I can just go back to the previous round, right? Or if I want to experiment and do things differently, I can go back like 20 rounds or whatever, without having to restart the entire map from zero. It's great. Even if you die, you can just go back to the previous round before you died. This is fantastic. This means you can have much more fun just experimenting with things and not stressing about, oh, if I place this tower here, is this going to make me lose 2 hours of progress on this map just because this one tiny mistake? You don't have to worry about that. You can just have fun and experiment and try different things. And if they go wrong, who cares? Just go back to your previous round before you made that mistake. And all this saves is time and makes the game less stressful, because I could either not have this mod installed and I could make a mistake and restart the entire map over, or I could just have the mod installed and go back to the previous round. Like, it's not giving me more monkey money. It's not making my tower stronger or anything. It's just saving me time. So I don't really feel like it's cheating at all. So it allows me to play the game so much more and do so much things in a way less stressful way. So if you think it's cheating, let me know why, but I don't see it as cheating. It's just a matter of time and convenience. So yeah, that's the mod I have that I think is the most helpful in terms of changing how I play the game. And now I've been going to round 200 no problem, just because I'm having fun, and every once in a while I mess up and I just go back to the previous round, and it's great. I don't want to go above round 200 because I'm like level 67 or 68 or 69 something in the game. And there's a lot of towers that haven't fully like developed all the way to get like the paragons and stuff like that. So once I get kind of that more stuff unlocked and more towers with experience and I unlock all their paths and everything, then I'll start pushing for higher rounds above 200. But right now I'm just kind of getting to level 200 or around 200 and having fun with that on different maps. And another mod I have is fast forward. The normal fast forward speed in Bloons TD6 I believe is 3 times, and this allows you it so you can press buttons on the keyboard and it changes how fast the fast forward speed is. So you can go 5 times, 10 times, 25 times, or you can put in your own value. Now I usually stick around like 10 times or 5 times because 25 times is like too fast a lot of times, where in the earlier rounds it's too fast to see like where the weaknesses are, where balloons are slipping by and taking longer for your monkey towers to kill. And later rounds, it's too much load on the CPU to calculate all the stuff it was doing now 25 times faster. So it lags the game a lot. So I feel like if I played at 10 times speed, once I'm up in the higher rounds compared to 25 times speed, the matches actually take less time, even though they're running at not 2.5 speed, like one times speed compared to 25 times. So yeah, I don't use 25 times much at all. Again, it's just this time saver thing. It's not really cheating. And it kind of fixes the problem of not having fast track in the game, because in Bloons TD5, they have a mode called fast track where you start around 25 with some cash and some monkeys and stuff. And I like that, but in Bloons TD6, they don't have that. So you gotta, every single map, every single time, you gotta play the first 25 rounds, and it can be really boring sometimes. That has been one of my biggest problems with Bloons TD6, why I haven't played as much probably as I did Bloons TD5, because it just gets boring on the early rounds. Yeah, this kind of alleviates that problem, because I can make the early rounds go over just instantly, right? So, and then I have auto nudge, which I love, because on maps where you want to set things up to go really far, like when I try to go to round 200, you have to optimize your space super efficiently, right? So you want to get the perfect placements on all the towers. But if you're on your phone, it can be kind of hard to do that because there's like 1 pixel and you're trying to wiggle it in there, and it can take a long time. And if you have to put like 10 of the same tower in a spot, trying to wiggle them all into place can take a long time. The auto nudge mod solves that. You hold a tower, like you drag it over, and then you press the tab button, and it automatically puts it in the closest available spot where it can fit. So if you're in an area where you're seeing a whole lot of red, it's not fitting anywhere, but you know there's one spot somewhere in there where it does fit, it'll automatically find that spot for you and save you so much time of wiggling around either your finger or the cursor and trying to get it in there. It saves so much time. So yeah, it absolutely changes the way you play the game. It makes it so much better. Now, there is kind of an extension of this where I think you can like copy and paste towers and drag them around and duplicate them, and even with their builds too. So like if I want to place 3 snipers down and upgrade them to a certain path, all of them, instead of having to do that for each single one, I could do it once and then like duplicate it around another. Maybe I could grab 3 and then copy and paste the 3 down, so then I can have 6 done already instantly. There is a mod, I haven't downloaded that yet, but I might check that out. So I'm thinking about it, because that could save time if it works well. And then, so that's the mods I've been playing with, and they've been great. And they've changed the way I play the game. Bloons TD6 is so much more fun now. So I can still play it on my phone if I want to kind of play the game the way most people do in a casual sense. We're just trying to beat the map on easy, normal, hard, and then being done with it. But if I want to go into free play and I want to, free play after I like beat the map on hard or whatever and go really far, then PC is the place to do it because of all the mods I listed that make it so much better. Time machine, fast forward, auto nudge. So yeah, but 2 mods that I've just installed but haven't tried out yet are the Sacrifice Helper. That's number 1. It tells you more information about how strong your Sun God Temple is going to be because of all the monkey towers you have to sacrifice for it. It's tell you like what you've actually done, how that's going to affect the power level of it, instead of just guessing or going to the internet and putting it all to a calculator and stuff like that. It also helps with paragons too, because I know there's like a paragon calculator website to calculate the level of it you're going to get for the stuff you paid for, the monkey towers and everything. But this might during the game, I don't know, or at least give you some of that information. So yeah, I need to check it out, but I don't have paragons unlocked yet, so I just need to play the game more. And then there's auto ability, where there is a power you can get in the game, the tech bot that does abilities for you, but you have to pay monkey money for it. And it just kind of solves the convenience problem, kind of like the fast forward stuff or the time machine mod. So I don't really feel like it's cheating to get this auto ability mod where it just auto does all the abilities for you. And then you don't need to do the tech bots. I guess the only way you could consider cheating is because tech bots take up space on the map. So since I won't be using tech bots, I will get more space. I can put other towers on. But still, it's still kind of a convenience thing because you could always just not use tech bots and use every ability manually and not fast forward the game, play the game on normal speed so you have enough time to like activate all the abilities in a timely manner. But now I don't have to do that because it's just a convenience thing. It saves me time and stuff like that. So I don't really feel like it's cheating. Plus, I am losing out on the advanced features of the tech bot. Like you can upgrade the tech bot and make it attack and things like that. So I'm losing out on that. But I think it's worth it to be able to just have all the abilities activate automatically, because there's towers that and certain upgrade paths that I don't want to do because I know it's going to give me an ability that then I'm either going to have to do manually or I have to assign a tech bot to, and I don't want to do that. So there's some tower paths I just don't use. And now this allows me to play with those paths without having to worry about activating them manually or getting a tech bot. So I think it'll make the game more fun, literally give me more content in the game to do. Now that I can use these towers that I haven't been using before, that I've been avoiding. So yeah, and then there's one more mod, which I wish would work, but it doesn't seem to be working. It's called Gamemodes++. And the reason I got it was to add the mode Fast Track. I talked about Fast Track. Now, Fast Forward does kind of the job of Fast Track. A lot, it's like a Band-Aid fix. But I also do want to try out. It would be great if there was an actual Fast Track mode. But this Game Mode ++ mod has that and a bunch of other modes, but it doesn't seem to be working on this version of Bloons TD6. It's like a 3-year-old mod, and I've seen in the mod description for it on GitHub, not in the game, but on GitHub, that they say, Ninja Kiwi, please stop breaking my mods. So I guess the mod breaks constantly over the game versions and they just haven't updated to the latest one. So that doesn't work. But one thing I do want to talk about is how do you do mods for Bloons TD6? It's really easy. You can do it yourself. It's no problem. There's like a mod helper you download. Like just look it up online. There's plenty of guys how to do it. There's like a few steps, but they're all pretty basic. And then once you have that set up, when you're in the menu, you know, kind of the overview screen of all different modes and everything in your monkey village or town, whatever, there's just a thing in the bottom right. You click mods, and then you can browse mods in the game, download them in the game. It looks very clean UI. It looks like something that Ninja Kiwi added officially. And then you just restart the game, and then you have the mod. Unless it doesn't work like the Game Mode ++ mod, but that's an outlier. Don't worry about that one. That one doesn't work any way you do it. All the other mods, though, I've just done that way, just installed that way, and they've been great. So yeah, if you play Bloons TD6 only on mobile, I'd recommend getting on PC and trying out the mods. It will change the way you play the game. Or if you already have it on PC, even better, just download the mods. You can experience Bloons TD6 in a whole new way. It has completely changed the game for me. So I've been having absolute blast with it. I'm going to play more of it after I film this video. So yeah, and one thing I wanted to say, I have the camera a little bit off more towards this way because I've decided I want to put in like pictures and stuff on the screen to like help illustrate what I'm talking about and show sources and things like that, make the video more visually interesting to watch. But if I have the camera like the frame centered on me, I feel like there's not much space for me to put the picture, so where the picture's a reasonable size and you can see what the picture's showing without it covering up my face. So sometimes I have to squeeze at the top, sometimes I have to squeeze it over here. So I've decided to move the camera over here so that I have more space in the frame over here. I can put all the pictures in here and keep my face to the side so we can have both on the screen at the same time, but the pictures are still a reasonable size for you to see them and not have to squint, you know, and zoom in and stuff like that, right? So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm going to be experimenting with the exact angle of it. Maybe it's too much this way, maybe it's not enough that way. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I don't know what I'll be talking about next, but regardless, when I figure that out, I will see you there. So thank you very much. Stay stupid.